Mic check, test 1, 2, check, check, check. All right, I'm getting feedback. So that's a good sign. Transition, wow. Love how that works. Hey everyone. Hi, AHM1K here. I'm gonna be shooting some stuff. I'm also gonna talk to y'all through the live chat as well. I've got a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I wrote it all down so that way I kind of don't forget it and whatnot. So yeah, first off, this is the actually I guess it would be better if you could see it a little better. Maybe, I don't know. So this is the setup we're working up with today. You might think, oh hey, what's this? What is Transformers in the dark? It's something I polled about earlier. If you look in my community tab, I did a poll some time back, not that long ago. But it was basically asking just what projects you would like to see in what order, and this one ranked near the very bottom. But this one's also one of the easier ones to do, so it's probably gonna get done sooner. But you know, I'm gonna stick to that poll y'all gave me. But In the Dark probably didn't get ranked up as high because I didn't label it as Transformers. It's a Transformers video. It's a Transformers movie. It is. I'm not gonna go into like what's it about or whatnot. I'll just say it's horror. It's a horror, which is something I've always wanted to do, and I'm not expecting to get like jump scares out of it. I just, you know, it's toys. But if it can at least be just a little bit unsettling, like, oh, that makes me kind of uncomfortable, then that would be what we're gonna do. So that's what we're kind of hope for. I realize I'm probably lagging out here, but you know, it's whatever, as long as the audio's coming through. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot In the Dark. I'm probably gonna jump right into that. I'm gonna talk about my my itinerary of things here. Also, if you're all good and you behave, I might let Hank come and visit, alright? So, if you're all good, maybe my puppers will pay us a visit, alright? Yeah, I know you said I'm freezing up, but the audio is coming through, I guess, so I'm not too worried about it. Vin Lee, is there going to be a part 2 for Counterpunch? Yes. I've been kind of waffling on whether I wanted to or not, but yeah, why not? I'm not going to do a part 3. I'm going to stick to that. But a part 2, yeah, I can do that. I don't really want to add too many projects on my itinerary. I kind of want to just finish the ones I got and call it good. But you know, Punch Counter Punch got such a positive reaction. It's kind of it would be kind of stupid not to make a sequel. So it's gonna be called Punch Counter Punch Escape. It's basically gonna be John Wick 3, kind of. Just trying to escape the Autobots. So that's all I can say about it right now, because I haven't really written anything about it too much. I just kind of settled on, yeah, I want to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so moving on. I will pop back in the live chat periodically, but for now just kind of listen to me ramble, and when I pop back in, I'll talk to y'all. I'll answer y'all's questions. So please stick around, because maybe I don't answer your question right away, but there's a lot there. I'm gonna get onto it. So yeah, first thing on the itinerary is Earthrise 2. Yeah, talk about what's going on with Earthrise. What's going to be going on with that? What I have planned. I should also recommend that you all check out my community tab if you haven't already. There was a post about Earthrise 2 today. I'm not answering questions about that here. I pretty much made it very abundantly clear there that if there is any more questions at that point, that is a personal problem, and I'm not going to answer that. It's pretty clear. Labels the characters, where to audition. Not looking for anything specific, just show me what you got. So, what is going on with Earthrise 2? Well, simply put, it's not coming out in a short amount of time. It's not coming out, but it is being pushed back for something a little more immediate. I think that's what I want to do, and it's for a project I'll talk about later. But I am, however, looking forward to doing it. I definitely need to get some more set design done for it. Ooh, come on. Right now I'm putting together a bridge for the whole Cybertron set that I've used for it. That needs to get done before I can even start filming, because there ends up being a scene, not an important scene, but a scene that, because I wrote it down and I fell in love with the idea, I can't not do it. So Earthrise won't happen until that bridge is done. And also for some other projects to be done. Which transitions into, I'll go back and forth between Earthrise and this. Transitions to a mini series I'm doing, Cliffjumper. I'm doing the basically a screen adaptation of the IDW comic, the Cliffjumper, Spotlight Cliffjumper comic, and that one, episode 1 should be coming out this Saturday is the 16th. 23rd. It should be coming out on the 30th of May, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Cliffjumper episode 1. Took me a long time to fix the VFX of it, because it was a lot of VFX work for it. It's not a perfect screen adaptation. Ah, shit. It's not a perfect screen adaptation, because it kind of jumps right into the middle of the story, and then it doesn't really it's just not enough action for what I would like to do. So what I did was I added kind of a fight scene that explains how he gets in this situation that he's in the comic. In the comic, it starts out with him and he's just crashed down on a random planet. and meet some people, but it never explains like why did he crash, really, unless I missed something in it. But I didn't think I did, since literally I did it kind of shot for shot, lines up with each panel. So if you've read the comic, you know exactly what to expect, aside from the little bits that I added. But aside from that, it's going to be 3 episodes. And 3 episodes. Episode 1 comes out May 30th. After that, I don't know when the second episode will come out. I'm still trying to get all the lines for it. I still got to get a... Cliffjumper, yeah. I just need Cliffjumper's lines for that episode, and then after that, it's We Golden. Episode 2 won't be too hard to do, really. I might even do a animating live when I finally film it, because it's all on the green screen, because it's just kind of it's not really a set I could recreate and build myself, but there are 3D models I'll use for the backdrops that kind of work really well with it, so I'm going to use that instead. But, so I mean, yeah, so Cliffjumper won't be too hard to do, especially episode 2 and 3, because they're, I think episode 1 was shorter and a little more VFX heavy because I made such a weird big fight. Episode 2 is very dialogue driven. Episode 3 is very short and almost all action, but it's very short, so yeah, so that one won't take too long to do. Yeah, so why would that delay Earthrise, though? Oops, wrong character. And it's really just as simple as I just don't want to mix too many actively going on series at the same time. And because Cliffjumper is so short, I definitely like to just get that one done, put it out there, call it good, wrap it up. Not that I don't like, not that I'm not happy to do it or I'm excited to do it. It's just that I just don't want to be doing too many things at once. And that was something I realized kind of after I started doing the Cliffjumper series. I was like, oh no, I'm adding another series onto my docket of actively being worked on series. That's we may have reached a point where there is finally too much going on the channel. I have never thought I'd reach that point, even though I'm actively working on like 9 to 11 different things at any given time. Never thought we'd actually find a point where it's like, yep, you're doing too much. But I'm doing too much. And so what's going to be going on from there is wrap up Cliffjumper, real easy. As for Transformers stuff, then there'll be The Life of Prime, which pops up periodically, and Transformers United, which only has 2 more episodes, and I'll get into those later, what's going on with them. So yeah, those things will be going on periodically, and then Earthrise will pop back out periodically, but I didn't want 4 Transformers periodically appearing series things coming up. That's a little too much. Along with Marvel that I do, the Marvel thing. I got a Star Wars project that I want to do. I basically have almost all the lines for. I'm just animating it slowly but surely. That I got what else do I got? Oh yeah, I got the Power Rangers series that I'm doing, and that one's a lot of fun. Shattered Grid. And Shattered Grid is just going to be kind of like how Earthrise is. It's just going to pop up periodically, and when it does, awesome. When it doesn't, it doesn't, and it's all good. It's one I don't... It's the first time I've walked into a series where I really didn't know what the end game is with it. I just kind of just going to take it one episode at a time, and I don't really normally do that, and I don't really like to do that, but... You know, I just figure we'll keep doing it till I don't want to do it anymore. And you're asking why are you talking about Shattered Grid? Well, last time I did one of these animating labs, I tried to film it. That didn't go so well, not because of the fact that I had people in there. That was great to have company in there. That was made it loads more entertaining for me. But my computer couldn't handle that, and it basically crashed. So it just kind of cuts off randomly, and that's the end of the stream. And also at the same time, there were just a lot of flaws. Like for some odd reason, it didn't register my audio at all. It and then like it kept lagging out, and people were cutting out. So like a lot of what was said you couldn't even hear anyways. So just seemed like it was big oof. But I'm really happy to be doing the Shattered Grid series. I have let me take a moment to look at the calendar here, because I have everything marked on the calendar when I'm going to upload stuff. Okay, so May 16th is The Life of Prime, episode 20, story time. That's tomorrow, Saturday. May 23rd, Shattered Grid, episode 2, Lord Draken versus the Magna Defender. So that's why I'm talking about Shattered Grid, because next week, episode 2 comes out. May 30th, Transformers Cliffjumper, episode 1. Yeah, and then everything else is just kind of like fluctuating on what I'm going to do. Because I have a bunch of things done. It's just a matter of whether I want to put them out or not. I could have Lugnut done. That's another thing I had in the poll that was being voted on. It's just another short film, kind of like the live action style. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the live action style. I like to try different things, which is why I keep doing it every now and then, just to be like, oh hey, look, let's play around with motion tracking, see what we come up with. And you know, it's all right. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but you know, there are a lot of people who do like it, and you know, I'm not gonna say just because I don't like it, or I'm not that I don't like it. Just because I'm not the biggest proponent of it, that I'm just going to say, you know what, I'm never going to do this, screw that noise. But to me, it just doesn't, it fits well with comedy, let me say that. So, Lugnut is a comedy. I'm going to check the live chat real quick. No. Wrecker stop motion. A Wrecker stop motion. That would be interesting, little J. Will there be more Siege for Cybertron? No, there will not be more Siege. Siege translated into Earthrise. So really, I guess yes and no. Jack. There won't be more Siege, but technically there will, because Siege is just translated into Earthrise. Plus episode 2 is it's actually the Siege. You know, the whole big siege that Megatron always kept talking about. Oh, there's this siege. When we launch our final siege, when we launch our great siege upon the Autobots, blah, 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 blah. He always said that a lot. I made sure to make him say it a lot. I wanted to name drop Siege way more than would be tolerable. But he did that a lot. And so, yeah, the siege is finally happening. Do you have Transformers, Earthrise, Cliffjumper? I do. He's right here, actually, because I was probably going to dabble in some Cliffjumper filming soon at some point. What's up? Hello, Turnip Plays. I kind of like that figure. Do you need voice acting, my friend? I can do Prime and Meg for you. I'm always in need of voice acting. I'll always post stuff in various places, whether it's my Discord or Instagram or the community tab. The community tab's been my primary place right now to post casting calls, but I'll always let everyone know when I need voice stuff or what's like direct need. Do you know how to make Cybertronian computer consoles? No. I mean, it's probably I could figure it out. I just don't want to. Is my Earthrise coming? I am going to do that one scene where Cliffjumper and try to shoot Megatron. Oh yeah. I know which one you're talking about, the one with the rocket launcher. Is a record stop motion in consideration? Maybe I could sneak it into Earthrise. So I could probably add one into Earthrise. I don't want to say anything and then be stuck into it. So let's just say loosely, I'm kind of trying to steer away from series and only doing kind of like big one-offs, and then if it's popular enough, doing a sequel like Punch Counter Punch. That would be the ideal thing to do, because I'm kind of getting tired and burnt out of series. That's always fun. Sorry I'm late. Okay, it's all good. What up? It's lagging. Oh gosh. Oh, the audio I checked was doing fine, unless it's not anymore. Hey, Mr. Gamer, how's it going? Buster DOG, are we getting another DJD? I know it was a while ago, but it was pretty cool. Are we getting another DJD? I've never done anything with the DJD, actually. I've never used Tarn in a video. Maybe you might be thinking of someone else there. I've never done anything with DJD. However, it would be cool to. Okay, so I'm caught up with the chat. What else was I going to talk about? I filmed. Actually, we can talk about I have some links in the description. You should give them a look. Especially the ones concerning Teespring. You could see cool designs like the Hey Prime logo I put in there. There's also a For the Autobot Cause. I was going to have that shirt because I have one of those lying around, For the Autobot Cause. But I don't have that at the moment. I couldn't find it. It's someplace. But I was going to try to show it off. So yeah, check out the Teespring. All those designs. It does me a lot of good when people actually buy those. I get only I tried to make them as cheap as possible, as cheap as Teespring would allow, really. So I only make 50 cents off of everything there. Except for a few things that I couldn't change the price on. But yeah, check those out. I definitely appreciate any financial help I get through there. Plus, it's also really cool that someone liked the design enough that I made that they bought it. What else is there? What other links did I put in there? I put Patreon. I put my Patreon in there. That one was that's a big one there too. All the funds that I get from there are going towards hiring out people and improving video quality, so that way I can not only get maybe better videos, because it's not just me working on all of them and being stretched so thin, but it's also so I can get more videos done, because my computer doesn't like to do videos quickly. It doesn't like to export quickly. It doesn't really like to do much quickly, really. Oh, why did I mark that blue? It needs to be red. I'm looking at my script at the same time for in the dark. I have an editor's copy. I usually do that for all my scripts. A good tip for people using like Google Docs for all their filming stuff: mark your progress as you go along, but then also like make a copy of it that you mark your progress in, like an editor's copy, not the one you'll send your actors, but an editor's copy where you mark all your progress and mark changes. Like, hey, maybe it says in the final copy that, or I mean, like I usually mark it to mark my filming progress and editing progress, really. Are you making new Transformers Earthrise? Hopefully soon. Hopefully, once Cliffjumper is done. Did you answer my question? I didn't catch because I was playing Godzilla Defense Force. That's a good question, Spencer. I don't remember what your question was. I have been busy lately. I have been working. What was your earlier question? Do you know how to make? Yeah, I don't know how to make consoles. I've never really tried to learn. It's really probably not that hard. It's probably just actually designing it, really. Depends what you're using. Maybe if you're using cardboard, then it's just drawing it out, really. Oh shoot. No, cancel. Go back down. There we go. Primarily, in the going back to what I was thinking about earlier, primarily if you're gonna look at links in the description, check out the eBay link. Everything that I'm selling there is going towards buying Dragonframe, the stop motion software that makes it so videos can easily come out much sooner. Smoother, not sooner. It's going to take a lot more time to make them, but they'll come out smoother. It'll probably also save me a buttload of time in editing, because then I don't have to try and export motion blur on After Effects. That right there is so painfully long, the time will probably equal out, I think. But the videos will look so much better because I'll be able to make there's onion skinning, there's all kinds of features that help make your animations the best they can possibly be. And I'm trying to fund that entirely through eBay sales. And I've gotten almost halfway there, actually. Almost halfway. I'm going to say roughly it's got to get to about $350, right? Before it's like, all right, you're good. Go ahead, buy Dragonframe. You're good. Just because, they ship it and then there's taxes and whatnot. I want to make sure you can get the one that I'm looking at for $300 flat, or like $295, but I'm accounting for shipping and tax and other shenanigans, so I want some wiggle room. So check out my eBay page. I've got a bunch of Transformers up there. I've got Marvel figures up there. I've got Build-A-Figure pieces up there. I've got Star Wars figures up there. I've got wrestling figures up there. I mean, here, let me just go get a sample of some of the stuff I've got up there. So I got it all laid out over here for more pictures and stuff that I'm going to be taking. You a Transformers fan? Maybe you need a Transformers Animated Ultra Magnus. Maybe you need a Combiner Wars Armada Megatron. Let's just put that on the side. Maybe you need a Leader Starscream. I don't know. Maybe you will. Those will be available on eBay soon. maybe. Ooh, let's check. I can probably put up some pictures. Blah, 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 blah. Oops. Maybe you're in the market for a G2 Superion. Guess what? I got one available. And I'm trying to sell it. There we go. Resize that too. Ratchet and crankcase be on eBay soon? I am gonna put crankcase on there soon, actually. So I mean, yeah, there's G2 Superion. That one's available. What else we got on the page right now? We got a buttload of wrestling figures. If you're into wrestling and whatnot. Yeah, where? Oh, yeah. You need a Thanos from Infinity War? Putting mine up there. In case you like that. Need a Star Wars The Black Series Luke Skywalker? Got it. You want a complete build? Where'd it go? What? My thing is crashing. I don't want you to crash. I want you to keep working. Yep. You want a complete Cold Obsidian Build-A-Figure? Got one. You want Proxima Midnight? Selling that one. You want Ebony Moss? Selling that one too at some point real soon. Do you want Ultron Build-A-Figure? I'm selling that one. I'm kind of like, in a way, sort of doing a, kind of like a small collection purge, really. I'm a Marvel Legends Grandmaster. I killed him off in my Marvel project, so I don't need him anymore. Korg stepped on his head, which is why that's my favorite Marvel video. Let's check this. Yeah, but I've got a bunch of other stuff that's going to be making its way on over to eBay. Oops. I got this, which will be making its way over sooner rather than later, which is pretty neat. A Dark of the Moon Deluxe. Ooh, I lost it. Dang it. Where'd the picture go? Okay, yeah, there it is. Wow, that is scaled really big. Not need to do that. There you go, in case you're interested in a Dark of the Moon Deluxe Air Raid figure. Got one of them up there. I usually try to keep everything, like I look up what they're selling for on eBay, and then I mark it down like $3-5, make it $3 to $5 cheaper, and you know, sell it from there. So yeah, I mean, usually I try to keep everything below average asking price. Sometimes it ends up being like the lowest part of it, but it's usually just a little below average. So I mean, I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm trying to reduce the collection size, get Dragon Frame. But yeah, So yeah, if anyone feels the need to help a brother out and be like, yeah, I want to see your videos with dragon frame quality, and at the same time I want this figure, then you know, any and all help is appreciated there. Let's put this For the Autobot cause there for now. Available on Teespring, the design. I also have a Matrix of Leadership one I just recently put up. That one's pretty neat. I'm actually surprised it turned out as good as it did. I have a let me show you one that I have. This is a concept right now. It's not available yet, and it's not ready yet. But I'm definitely looking forward to putting it out when it finally is ready. I'm still adding some stuff to it. It needs some more detail work done, but for now, here it is in its most plainest form. I can't see my forehead. Bitch. So yeah, there's a Brawl design that's going to be coming soon enough. I've got some other wittier ones that I've done. Let's put the Matrix up there. Of course it blew up. Oh no. No. There we go. Image. There we go. Yeah. The Matrix of Leadership as designed by me. That's a design available. I thought about putting some text with it, and then I was like, that's just that's cruising for a copyright version, so let's not. Hello everyone. Jason Star Prime. Hup. Sup. And then Dad's Got Milk. Hello. Datalings. Hey, what's going on? I'm just hawking my crap. I even put that in my itinerary. Somewhere around there. Hawk your crap. Gotta get through this whole list before I can even think about stopping the stream. Which brings me to the next thing on the list. I'm gonna pull up a picture here. None of you will probably know what it really is, but it's also something I put up in my my poll recently. I was like, hey, would you like to see this? And it was, where are you, little bastard? Oh, why am I looking at thumbnails? Whoop, there we go. Check this out. This is actually going to be my own original short film that I'm working on. It's a cartoon. It's called Hector. It's basically a bunch of floating rectangle artificial intelligence drones. And I'm not going to talk about it too much, but it's about 3/4 of the way done, actually. Yeah, I just really kind of need to do a little bit more editing and put in some sound effects, and then it's done. And it's a big deal for me because it's a short film that I made. It's also it's a cartoon animation. I would love to get into cartoon animation. I would love to make cartoons, right? Especially comedy ones. Especially when it comes down to the what I've got coming later on down the line at some point, which I'll share a picture of in a second. But this is Hector. It's gonna be about 7 minutes in total, maybe. maybe it's not that long. I thought it would be around 8-9 minutes. No, 7 if it's lucky. But it's just a comedy. I'm not gonna say like, oh my god, it's crude, but it's not for kids either. It's just kind of just family friendly, but not like only for kids. But it's something that I enjoy doing. It's something I've enjoyed working on. It's something I enjoy drawing for, and I did all the art myself for it. And so I'm definitely looking forward for you all to see Hector when it's finally out. If you want any more details on it, you can find it on IMDb, HECT-R. Hector. Let me show you something else, because this has been, well, for those of you who have known me or have been a long time follower of the channel and the early days of the live streaming, then there is one. Where did you go, little shoot? Where is it? Huh, I'm not seeing it. That's, oh, I wonder why I'm in the wrong folder. That would be why I didn't see it. Oh boy. Ta-da! Carl the Puberty Fairy is I've been slowly, very, 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 very slowly working on this, and here we go. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hunter and I have joked about it a lot over live streams in the past. Carl the Puberty Fairy. It's always, I'm Carl the Puberty Fairy. But it definitely belongs on Adult Swim. I have a full character of him somewhere. Do I? I should. Thought I made a full character of him. Maybe I didn't. Oops. No. Intro. Oh, maybe I didn't make a full. Maybe I'll just show up. Apparently, I kind of drew all the pieces in separate parts, and I never put them together in one existing body for everyone's, I guess, regular enjoyment. So here's a side profile of his torso. It is grossly obese and disgusting. Here we can get that from the front, and oh boy. Oh dearie dear, oh god. And just to put the final nail in the coffin, whenever it loads. OBS not responding. Yep. Here's the backside. This is just the torso. Oh, how we are all blessed for having Carl in our lives, whether we like it or not. But this is all based off of concept art made by this concept art made by Bradley Frew, aka the Voice Chameleon. Yeah, I think that's what he calls his channel now, the Voice Chameleon. He does a lot of voiceover for things. He's been Megatron in Transformers United. And he's Megatron and Hotspot in Transformers United. So, in case you're not familiar with him personally, you may have seen him in my stuff or other people's stuff. But back in the day, he drew this just as I don't know why he drew this, but Hunter and I kind of took it as a concept art, really. It's like, hey, look, here's Carl from all angles. And this is how I drew the character model for him. I basically just used this in a reference and just kind of traced out pieces of Carl. And I'm really looking forward to working on Carl, despite the fact it is something else. But all this stuff is gonna appear on Video Night, my streaming service. It's not gonna be on YouTube. If you want to see that, or Hector, or tons of other things. What else do we have on Video Night? I have a list. We have a short film called Brother. That's on Video Night. A sketch comedy show called Stranger Shit. Series made by me. It's called Your Boy Peterson. Short film named Awful Sinclair. We have a couple of series by other people. We've got The Broken by Grantman Filmmaker. Cletus McIntyre, Fast Food Critic by Lockbot CRM. A couple short films by Grantman, Compulse and Renegades. I put up another short film. It's called The Job Hunt. Why was he so hairy? Oh, because he is a grotesque, disturbing man. That's why. Man fairy. He's a fairy. But he's the puberty fairy. How's Hank the big boy? Thank you for asking, Wildfire. Hank is good. He's losing one of his canine teeth right here. It's a puppy tooth, so it's going to come out anyways, but it's kind of like dangling there and loose, but it's still attached, so I don't want to like pull it out because that will hurt a lot. But he's definitely in a lot of pain, and it may just come to a point where we got to pull it anyways. But thank you for asking. He just enjoyed his first time ever going in a pool today. We got a little kiddie pool for him and filled it up with like an inch or two of water because he's never really been in water. He's been in a bath, like having water spraying on him, but never actually stepped into water for the purpose of play, so he was out of his element, and it was kind of funny. I have a bunch of pictures and videos of those. I'll put them up on Instagram. Hank's Instagram, actually, at HankahoOfficial. I mean, how else can you see this face? I was going to bring him on the stream, but he's just, sorry, I was reading emails. Hank is... He's hanging on there, and he's got an Instagram, and it's all well and good. He'll be super good. This was a puppy picture. This is actually the first, this picture here is the first, what do you call it? Photo shoot. The first photo shoot I did for him ever. I put him in a sweatshirt. He's a little hoodie that we have for him. and I put him on a blue screen, because why not put a blue sweatshirt on a dog and then put him behind a blue screen? That makes sense. But I was just excited. But he's sleeping right now, and he's a tired little boy. And he's not feeling too good. Otherwise, I would have brought him on for the stream. I would put it out on Instagram like, oh, maybe Hank will join. And even he's just not feeling good. I said if y'all are good, I'd bring him out, but it also depends on if he's up to it too. At the point if he's just actually awake, or if he's just gonna sleep through it all. And in which case, if he does decide to sleep through it all, that's good for him. What was next on my list? I've gotten way off track. Talking about I talked about Lugnut. Talking about the life of Prime. Hey, Prime. Oh, I'm gonna try that again. Hey, Prime. Why is the Life of Prime taking so long to do? I see that a lot. When's the next Life of Prime episode? When Life of Prime? Life of Prime next episode coming out when? Question mark. There's some bad grammar ones too, so I'm including those. Yeah, what's going on with the Life of Prime? Why is it taking so long? Truth of the matter is, my brother, who's the voice of Optimus Prime and Countdown and Brawl and the Oracle, all the funny characters, and I just do all the other characters, but all the funny characters, he's gone. He's gone. He has to go down for MOS school, and he's not going to be back till August. So, no episodes until he randomly makes a trip up here. Can I share a photo in Discord later? Yeah, sure. Yeah, but no, Connor's basically taking a little work vacation. And by work vacation, I mean he's working elsewhere and maybe coming back later, but if he doesn't, then, it doesn't happen anymore. If he does, or when he does come back and I'm still here, in case I haven't moved out by then it all works out and he gets to come back in more Life of Prime. If he doesn't come back in time, then no Life of Prime. So it's all just kind of up in the air. I know for a fact there are 3 more episodes of the Life of Prime guaranteed. The one that's coming out tomorrow, Story Time, where Bumblebee is retelling the story of something that happened at some point that didn't actually happen that didn't actually get seen in the series. It's just kind of just a story that's going to happen. Turn off the fan. So yeah, there's that Life of Prime is getting done. Comes out tomorrow, May 16th. Also, then there's 2 more, an episode. It's called Countdown's Log. I have to send some lines to Logbot CRM for that. And if nothing else, then 50 Shades Yellower, the sequel to 50 Shades of Prime, and what would then be the conclusion to the Life of Prime. Also, needing lines from Logbot CRM from that. And also, I gotta make costumes for it as well. Because there's something in it I always laugh about this, and I make myself laugh, and I can't wait till all of you can laugh at it too. But it's I always refer to it as the debauchery party. Every possible legal, illegal, basically Vegas, the entirety of Vegas, the Vegas experience kind of crammed into less than 30 seconds of video is really all this is, the debauchery party. And I want to make sure it's done absolutely right. So they got to get costumes, and that means they actually got to sit down and make those. And that's a problem, because then that means they got to do something. Gross. So that's the Life of Prime. What's going on with that? Let's talk about Star Wars The Hunted. That is an animated series that not a lot of you would know about, because I don't post videos about it, and I didn't put out a casting call here, and I didn't really even show that. Y'all don't know it's coming out. It's just gonna kind of come out at some point. And y'all are gonna be like, "Well, are you doing Star Wars now?" Yes, because I like Star Wars, so I'm gonna do what I like, and it's one of the things I wanted to do before eventually I kind of say this channel kicks the bucket. Because, I mean, ultimately, I've never been shy about this. I'm just finishing up certain projects that I want to do, and then I'm not going to really do it no more unless there's some sort of inspiration or something. The Marvel series, that's getting close to wrapping up. I put out the Namor video. That was pretty good. I really enjoyed doing that. As far as this season of the Marvel project is concerned, there is another video, Iron Man versus Man Thing. That one might be the first video in June 6th. Maybe June 6th or June 13th. I haven't gotten that. I haven't put it up yet, so I don't know for sure. June 6th or June 13th, either or. There'll be an Iron Man versus Man Thing video. Following that, it's going to dabble in Civil War. And then we're going to do the finale for the Ghost Rider's War Marvel Season 3. And, once that's done, Marvel videos are going to be a little more sparse. There's not going to be as many of them. Oh. TML. Hey, how's it going? What are some of your favorite Shockwave figures? Masterpiece and Siege. I forgot the name of the line, despite the fact it's been one of my favorite series to work on. Yeah. So Masterpiece and Siege are the favorite Shockwaves. Unknown Night Productions. So yeah. Marvel series, it's kind of gonna get a little more sparse. I'm gonna finish up Ghost Rider's War thing. The plan after that was to kind of start diving into a new overarching villain plan of what's his name? Not their name. His name. Their name. The Sinister Six. That's the plan. It's gonna be kind of Spider-Man heavy for what is of it, and then it'll be other characters that kind of pop in too, but pretty much mostly just all Sinister Six related, and everything else is going to be kind of just random, like a Black Widow versus Taskmaster. Because I filmed that, and I was going to put it out for the Black Widow movie, and then it got pushed back to November. I'm saying, like, dang it, I got this Black Widow video that I was all rearing to go with, but no. I like to put things out when they're relevant, not well before. It is video marketing 101. Are you going to get the new Studio Series Shockwave? No, not really. Probably not. I want it, but not enough to get it myself. However, if you want to see it in a video, it's in my Amazon wish list. Link in the description. Basically, if you can buy stuff and it would go to me. I don't recommend it. I'm not overly fond of the idea, but it was I was basically convinced that it was a good idea, that maybe I should do that because people do this stuff, and I was like, okay, well, maybe. So far it actually has worked. Someone sent me the his name was, I never found out his name, actually. I never found out who sent it because no one ever let me know they sent it. It was, they sent me the Black Series Vintage Anakin Skywalker, the one that I ended up using in my Rise of Skywalker video. The one I would love to do a Clone Wars video on because I freaking want to do the Clone Wars something. And I want to do the Clone Wars, and with the new Baby Yoda and Mandalorian, IG-11. I want to get those two and do like a Mandalorian something or another, where it's basically just a bunch of bounty hunters trying to gun for Baby Yoda. So the Mando and IG-11 just go on a dope ass killing spree. That would be pretty cool. So that I guess that would add another project for me. But other than that, I'm not really looking to add too many new projects. Source filmmaker animations. How many of you liked Kermit the Frog committing the perfect crime? I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed Kermit. I love doing the Kermit impression. Kermit the Frog here. The inspiration for that was live streams. All these live streams in the past, back when you can have people join you on these things. I wonder if there's I bet you can live stream with Zoom, that group chat thing, and that would be a good way to get like groups of people in these things again, because it's kind of weird being on my own. And trying to do it last time through OBS just didn't work. It's just a horrible connection. Just nothing but lag the whole time. And apparently I'm still getting nothing but lag. So, that was super duper dandy. But maybe through Zoom we can do live streams again as groups. Yeah, but no, during a live stream, there was a time someone wanted to do an impression: Hunters, Fall of Cybertron, Megatron, and Kermit the Frog meeting up. And it eventually led to Kermit going down a very dark path on how he suggested how he killed his wife, Miss Piggy, and then fed her to everyone who came looking for her friends, family, and the police. I committed the perfect crime. And there was a while where I still wanted to do that with Megatron too, so maybe they'll still meet up in a video. Fall of Cybertron's kind of dead, but that doesn't mean now that Kermit's on Source Filmmaker, and so is the Fall of Cybertron Megatron. I don't even know what I'm worrying about anymore. All the problems are solved. All of life's problems are solved. All I need is some Fall of Cybertron maps on Source Filmmaker, and then the world is good. So if any unsung hero wants to extract a map from Fall of Cybertron and port it over to Source Filmmaker, and then send that to me, oh my God, you're a lifesaver. You are a hero if you do that. I think that's actually something I would pay for. I would pay for that, even just because that would be just so incredibly awesome. Just because even if you don't use Fall of Cybertron characters, what if you use G1 characters there? Ideas. The wishes. The dreams of a man who will never get what he wants. But yeah, I hope you like Source Filmmaker animations. I've got another one that I'm kind of working on. Has Kermit in it as well, which is why I'm doing the Kermit voice. Kermit the Frog. Kermit. I'm losing it for some reason. I can't seem to do it right. Kermit the Frog here. I can only seem to do it when I'm suggesting killing my wife, Miss Piggy. No, I'm working on another animation, just another random short something or another. I joke about it a lot between my brother and I call it Thomas the Rage Engine. Kermit's in it. So is Thomas the Tank Engine. So totally not for kids, especially when you see the number of deaths involved. I didn't say anything. Transformers United. What's going on with that? Hunter is putting together the voices. Yeah, that's it. We're kind of at a standstill because we don't have all the voices for Transformers United, so no new episodes until that gets done. Yeah, I really thought that was actually going to take more time talking about Transformers United, and it wasn't really. Yeah, so I guess now that I've finished all my talking points, I can go back to filming and answer any questions y'all have if you have questions. If you don't have questions, then I'll wrap this up. I don't want to keep anyone here. I don't want to bore anyone. I don't want to be bored either. So there's no questions. I'm going to be bored. I don't want to bore anyone if there's no questions and they're just waiting for answers to questions that aren't being asked. I don't know. I'm rambling. Maybe I'll just wrap it up. I don't know how many people we got watching. 8 watching. Cool. Cool. Yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Also, if you know of Zoom, does anyone know if Zoom is a good option to use for live streaming to YouTube? Because that would be pretty gosh darn helpful if it was. So we can actually get this on the road. Release date for that next Marvel vid. Release date is kind of bouncing back and forth between June 6th and June 13th. Depends if I get a Cliffjumper episode done before then. Because that's really all I'm working on. I'm filming this right now just because I just need something to do. Is there any chance of an SFM short film with R2-D2? I don't know, my dude. That would be good. I know there's an R2 model. Talk to me about this R2-D2 idea. I must know. Is it like R2-D2 juggling chainsaws and like, I don't know. Talk to me about R2-D2 and why he needs a short SFM. Because I was... Oh. Or Google Meets for a live stream. Google Meets? Yeah, I just learned about that this morning. Can it live stream? Because... ever since Hangouts on Air went away, we basically lost the ability to live stream with groups of people. And I would definitely love to get that back, because that was like one of the best things ever, was actually like getting a group of people together and like, hey, let's do a random live stream. We're just going to talk about whatever. So if that ends up being a thing where like Zoom is a thing that we could use, or Google Meets, let me know, because that's definitely something I want to get back into again. I want to get back into like group chats again, right? Because that was always a lot of fun. I say as I'm looking off and looking uncomfortable, but it's for a totally unrelated reason. Looking for this, and then it was right in front of me. But yeah, that's cool. I wonder if Google Meets can do it, because it's linked with YouTube and Google, so you would think that would be the best work. At least you would think, just because it's a Google product, and so is YouTube, so you would think they would work, but I don't know. Maybe Zoom is better. Maybe I just suck and my connection is always bad. Otherwise, OBS would work maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to go back to filming. Keep asking questions if you got them. Or if you got things you want to talk about, just let me know. That is always a welcome option. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is there a way that Transformers United will continue along with your other Transformers stop motion shows? Yes and no. Yes, it'll continue with the other Transformers shows, but no, in the sense that Lockbot and I wrote a conclusion to it, and that conclusion's only 2 episodes away. Because it's something we always talked about. We didn't want to do more than 3 seasons with it, and that still stands today. 3 seasons is it's wrapping up. It's getting to the end, so we don't want to push it farther than when it's relevant. The last thing we want to do is make people like tired of it. I'd rather it end and people want more, rather than end and people are like, God, this should have ended ages ago. So, it's gonna end either this year or next year. Pray tell it's this year, because my God, if we're waiting a year for 2 episodes. No, but it should be wrapping up relatively soon. Speaking in general terms, just because it's no guarantee when soon is, but as long as it's this year. Imagine a sassy, shit-talking R2-D2 with some weapons of mass destruction. That would actually be kind of funny. He's like, bitch. I did a horrible R2 impersonation. I don't know. I like the idea of a sassy shit-talking R2-D2 with some weapons of mass destruction. He just pulls out like a lightsaber and... Oh, man. Oh my God, what if his head tips back like a trash can? Like, whoop, trash can lid. Out pops up like a rocket launcher. Like, whoop. That would be kind of funny. Oh, you got me thinking about an R2-D2 with weapons of mass destruction now. Thank you. Thank you, Trans. I didn't necessarily need that, but I'm liking where it goes. Dadgummit. It's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh my God, he's fighting Kermit. No, I don't need to make him fighting Kermit. What if we did fight Kermit? You got me thinking now. Let's close this up. I'm gonna film some more stuff. I'm wanting to start a series, but I don't know how to start it. Any tips? Well, what do you mean by how to start it? Like what's a good opening for it, or like how to start producing a series? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. You got to be a little more specific there. If you're just looking for like an opening, like how you want to open your series, I can't tell you how to do that one. That one's got to be because I don't know what your series is and I don't know what it's about, and the opening has got to be the first shot, really. I guess the only tip, if that's the case, that I could give is that the opening has to be good enough that it's and enticing enough that it sells the whole series to a viewer. And the opening, it can't be too long. It can't be too long. Can't be too brief. Just long enough that it makes them curious, makes them enticed, and makes them want to watch more and possibly the entire series. With one scene to one shot to one scene. So it's not easy, but it's not difficult either. Like, take the Bumblebee movie, for example. That Cybertron scene opened up the movie, and basically because of that, everyone was sold on the whole movie. Just because, like, oh my god, it's Cybertron fight! Same basic concept. A little more turn. There we go. This would be so much better with dragon frame, because then I could actually see it better. What do you think about a crossover Fight Night series of Transformers and Tremors? I don't know what Tremors is actually, so I'm not familiar with that one. So I definitely can't be like the or I'm definitely not a good source on whether that's a good idea or not. I'm not too familiar with the Tremors. Is that what is that? What is Tremors anyways? Is it any good? Like, is it also, where does one go about seeing? Is it Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, Disney Plus? I don't know anything about it, actually. I've never heard of it before. Awesome. Zooming in on people's heads is very nice. These pictures actually come out pretty good. It's not often where I get the brightness perfect and I don't have to like try and fix them or something with color correction and brightness and contrast, but right now the brightness on this is coming out really good. I like this. Oh boy. One scene done. I've been filming this all day, or parts of the day. I'm kind of tired of filming this. I've been filming this a lot today, and kind of burnt out for filming with one day burnt out with filming for one day, so I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here, the stream and all. Definitely gonna try next time to do it over Zoom or something like that, maybe, so that way it's sort of like it's a group thing and not just me, and therefore I got people to talk to, which is a lot more entertaining than me doing this here. Are you going to do a collection video? Probably not. I don't really like collection videos. I don't really care for them too much. I don't really want to do one. Plus, I'm trying to reduce the collection by half, at least. Also, why I'm selling stuff on eBay, not just to buy Dragon Frame, but also to make it so I can move easier. Maybe I'll do a collection video once I've moved. Because once I move, then I want to like basically make like a super kick-ass bachelor pad kind of plan. I've kind of worked out a theory on how I'm going to do it. It's just I kind of need to actually like get the space so I can visualize it a little more clearly. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool if you're a single dude with no girlfriend like me. That's fine anyways. It's still gonna be cool, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, anyways, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm kind of burnt out on the streaming thing. I'm sure all of you are as well. So you know, take it easy. Have a good day. Catch y'all on the flip side. On the dude side.